Welcome to episode number 4 of this Vinny J Madden 23 Face of the Franchise series. And today I'm obviously playing my Vinny J Madden 23 Face of the Franchise series. As you can see, that's Vinny J right in the middle of the screen, standing up right there. As you can see, right over there, we're about to play the Eagles. Vinny J Steelers are about to play the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. We're 7-0. The Steelers are 7-0. Which is Vinny J's team, so we're 7-0, and the Eagles are 1-5. Yeah, the Eagles are not good in this game. Obviously, in real life, the Eagles are 4-0, but in this game, the Eagles are 1-5. And obviously, in real life, it's week 5, and in this game, it's week 8. So we're 3 weeks ahead of real life. I'm going to show you the schedule and the final scores of the games between the last episode and this episode, which there was only 2 games between the last episode and this episode. If you haven't seen the last episode of the series, it will be in the eye in the sky in the top right-hand corner right up here. There should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. Obviously, we won the game in the last episode because we're 7-0. But we've had some close calls. We've had a lot of close calls this year. We literally could be like 4-3 or 3-4 or like 5-2. Or what I'm trying to say is we could not be undefeated, but we are, thankfully. Week 1, we beat the Bengals 27-24. I believe it was in overtime. Yeah, it was in overtime. Then we beat the Patriots 31-28 in Week 2. Week 1 was on camera. Week 2, 3, and 4 were not. And Week 3, we beat the Browns on Thursday Night Football 15-14. Then we beat the Jets at home 42-30. Then we beat the Bills in Buffalo 27-24. That was last episode of the series. And then we beat the Buccaneers at home 24-17, and then we beat the Dolphins in Miami 20-18. So if there's a reoccurring theme throughout all these 7 games, or there's a reoccurring theme out of all these, or there's a reoccurring theme happening here in the first 7 games of the season, except for one game. Every game we've won so far is by 1 score, except for the Jets game. The Jets game, where we beat the Jets at home in Pittsburgh 42-30, that's the only game so far this season we've won by more than 1 score. We've won the other 6 games, but out of our 7 wins, 6 of them were by 1 score, which obviously doesn't matter by how many points you win it. It doesn't matter how many points you win the game by. It doesn't matter if it's 30 or 1. As long as you score more points than the other team, that's all that matters. But out of our 7 wins, 6 of them were by 1 score, and then only 1 of them was by 2 or more scores. But either way, a win's a win. We're 7-0. We're about to play the Eagles in Philly here in week number 9, here in week number 8. We're about to play the Eagles, like I said, in Philly. We're about to play the Eagles. The Steelers are in Philly. The game is, like I said, in Philly. It's a Sunday early game. So the game's at 12 p.m. Central Time, and the game is here in week number 8. And this is the last game for the Steelers before their bye week, which is in week 9. Now, it's episode of a series, and this game will be the next episode of a series will be the Steelers week 14 game against the Baltimore Ravens at home in Pittsburgh. That will be the next episode of a series in this game, and the next episode after that will be the last game of the regular season against the Cleveland Browns at home in Pittsburgh. And both of those games, the Browns game, or the Ravens game and the Browns game, are both Sunday early games, along with the game here in this episode. This game against the Eagles is a Sunday early game, and then the game against the Ravens and the Browns are both Sunday early, or this game against the Eagles is a Sunday early game, and the games against the game against the Eagles, which will be in this episode, obviously, is a Sunday early game, and then the Ravens game and the Browns game are both Sunday early games as well. So let's get into this game. We're 7-0. The Eagles are 7-0. The Eagles are 1-5. The Eagles already had their bye week because they've only played 6 games. We've played 7. But either way, we have our bye week next week, as the Steelers are trying to go 8-0 before their bye week, or the Steelers are trying to go 8-0 the Steelers are trying to be at an 8-0 record at their bye week, and that will happen if we win this game. But first, let's set my side activities to do throughout the week. I can do something on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then Sunday is game day, and then the next Monday is an automatic rest day. But yeah, there's On Brand, Dancing Machine, Good Night's Sleep, and then just leave it as an open day. Let's go with, why not, Dancing Machine, I guess. And then this day, Attack and Cover Sits, Levels concept, Smash concept. Let's go with Attack and Cover Sits. It's on-field drills. Leadership, continue to take the lead at practice and beyond. As coaching and staff, that's weird. Continue to take the lead at practice and beyond, as coaching and staff recognize your talent for it. Let's do that. Let's do the private workout here on Friday, and then let's go with Oxygen Bar Boost here on Saturday, the day before our game. And yeah, so let's start the activities here. I usually don't do the on-field drills. I'm just gonna simulate it. I just don't feel like doing them. And there might be a cutscene because I picked that leadership. Yeah, there's not a cutscene, just a text message from Mike Tomlin, the head coach for the Steelers. Probably because I picked that leadership activity the reason I have this text message from Mike Tomlin, the Steelers head coach, is because I did that leadership, because I clicked that leadership, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I picked that leadership activity to do on, I forgot what, it was like Thursday or Friday, right? I picked that leadership activity, so that's why I'm getting this text from our head coach, Mike Tomlin. Hey Vinny, wanted to let you know that the other coaches and I were impressed with how you handled yourself last practice. When we gave you some extra space to guide the guys, you ran with it. The team's rallying behind you, or the team's really rallying behind you. Leading by example. Let's do it that option. Oh, gee, that's a big text for me, or a long text. I responded back to Mike Tomlin. Thanks, coach. Just wanted my actions to speak louder than my words. Means a lot to have the respect of a group like this, and don't ever want to take it for granted. Couldn't agree more. You got the heart of a leader in you, and the whole team starting to recognize it. Keep up the good work. I know I'm a slow reader, but I'm usually a faster reader. Just that I'm just making sure the camera's actually like I'm making sure the camera's not cutting off the TV, and I'm just making sure the camera's straight and not cutting off the TV anywhere. And I'm also trying to read that at the same time. So, and I'm reading slower than normal. Usually I read faster, but because I'm filming, I'm reading a little slower to make sure to make sure you can hear every word, so I can pronounce every word. And like I said, so I can pronounce every word, and for you guys to hear every word, and to make sure I don't misspeak. Team leader, 2,500 XP for the entire team. So 2,500 XP for the entire team, which means it's not just for offense, it's for offense, defense, and special teams. It's for everyone. So yeah, that was I think Thursday was the day I did that leadership activity. So yeah, activities got locked in. My side activities for the week, and now so the game is on Sunday. We're 7-0. Eagles are 1-5. Like I said, the game is in Philly. Let's get into the game right now. It should be a win, but who knows? Technically we're an 81 overall, and they're an 85 overall. But obviously, we're much better record-wise than the Eagles. But never say never. This team still has Darius Slade Jr., a cornerback, Lane Johnson, a right tackle, Jason Kelsey, a center, the brother of Travis Kelsey. And also have Jalen Hurts and some other players. And obviously, the Steelers have Vinny J, T.J. Watt, our left outside linebacker, has an X factor of unstoppable force. And then Cameron Hayward, right end, has X factor, superstar X factor of fear monster. Here we go. Let's get into the game. Skill level is pro. And the game style is simulation, and the play call is enhanced. Let's get into the game right now. Steelers at Eagles. Interconference matchup. You might be thinking interconference means in the same conference. It actually doesn't. Interconference means team playing from the AFC, or interconference means a team from the AFC playing a team from the NFC. So it's an interconference matchup. Steelers in the AFC, Eagles in the NFC. Speaking of Travis Kelce, there he is. Travis Kelce is the brother of Jason Kelce. I'm not sure who's older. I think Jason Kelce is older. Let's watch a prediction. Alan Roach. Wait, who's the quarterback? Is that Baker Mayfield in the Eagles? I just saw it. Didn't you see him in the tunnel? Their quarterback's Baker Mayfield. We'll find out. I think that does look like Baker Mayfield because of the number and the nameplate on the back of his jersey, and based on the helmet and the face mask. I think that it's Baker Mayfield and the Eagles. He went from the Panthers to the Eagles. Yeah, that's definitely Mayfield. Baker Mayfield and the Eagles versus Vinny J and the Steelers. Here we go. Here we go. We're here at Linton Financial Field in Philly, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Looks like they did the ball first, and they did not get anything. 6-minute quarters, by the way. 6-minute quarters. 6-minute quarters, by the way. 6-minute quarters. We're just over 2 minutes into the football game. The Eagles did not score. They did have like a 2-minute drive, but it ended in a they did have like a 2-minute drive that Eagles did, but it resulted in no points. And let's start with the PA cross. As we start, I don't like this camera angle. We start from the 20-yard line. Might have been a touchback on a punt. Either way, here we go. First play from scrimmage for the Pittsburgh offense. Here's triangle, and it's caught. And he breaks a tackle, and he got 27 yards up to our 47-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh, as we did our first down of the game on our first play from scrimmage. Good play. First down. Here we go. Another play action. We've already had 2 of those in 2 plays. And Circle is literally wide open. No one was within 20 yards of him. And he's down to the 23 of the Eagles. Vinny J 2 for 2, 57 yards. That's Jay Sternberger, one of our tight ends. First down, Pittsburgh. 2 plays, and we've already taken the ball down to the Eagles' 23-yard line. You didn't miss anything. Here we go. Play clock at 7. And it's a run by Harris. And Harris, it's Najee Harris, our running back, got 6. Sending down at 4. Let's go with 95 Maitadin. Here we go. Here's Najee Harris. And he got 3 more. He has 9 rushing yards on 2 attempts. Now it's 3rd down and 1 from the 15. With 1:40 to go in the first quarter. No score. Here we go. And here's a throw to Circle. And the ball is incomplete. I thought it was caught, but it was dropped. And now the coach is saying that, or Mike Tomlin is suggesting to go for it. I'm going to go for a halfback dive. They have goal line defense out there. Philly does. 4th and a yard from the 15. I'm going for it right up the gut. Harris has got it. He got 3 on 4th and 1. First down, Pittsburgh, and the drive continues. Now let's go with red zone scissors. I never heard of this play. 1:05 they know in the quarter. 1st and 10 from the 12. Here we go. Rolls out right. Here's triangle. That ball is caught. And that's going to be a first down, but not a touchdown. Down to the 1, 1st and goal. Now let's go with a fullback dive. Let's bring in our fullback, whoever our fullback is. Watt? It's not TJ Watt, but it must be a different Watt. Our fullback is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As our fullback runs it in on the fullback dive, and the Steelers strike first here in Philly. 6-0, or as the Steelers strike first here in Philly. 6-0 Steelers in the final minute of the first quarter. Here we go, as we strike first here in Philly, the Steelers do. 6-0 Steelers with 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. They got 31 reps on that drive, as hopefully it'll be 7-0 after Boswell hopefully will make the PAT. And he does make the PAT, and we get the ball back with 1 set in the dough in the first quarter. My goal for this drive is no interceptions. Here we go, last play of the first quarter from the 9-yard line, 1 set in the dough in the first. Here we go. Open his ass in the middle of the field, and he down about 10 yards, setting down in inches. End of the first quarter, 7-0 Steelers here in Philly. Here we go, second quarter, start of the second quarter here in Philly, 7-0 Steelers, second in inches from the 19. Second in inches. Here's triangle, that ball is kind of behind the receiver and batted down. Third and inches, let's go with halfback slam. It's 3rd and inches now. 3rd and inches, and Harris has got it, and plenty more, as he only needed less than a foot. He got like 7 yards. Or no, he got like 5 yards. First down, Pittsburgh. Here we go. Here we go. Got out of there. Got it away. Took the hit. That's Johnson, I believe. And I'm 5 for 7, 102 yards. That is Deontay Johnson. And we're already in the... No, we're at our own 48-yard line. First down and 10, Pittsburgh. Empty backfield here. And I got hit as I threw. That ball, that could have been picked off, but it's incomplete. 5 for 8, 102 yards. So only 3 incompletions so far. So half that slip screen here. Here we go. It's a screen to the left for Harris. And blockers in front. Actually, not blockers in front, as Harris lost a yard. So it counts as a deflection for me, but I did lose it, or we lost a yard. Let's go with flood drive. 3rd and 11 from our 47. We're not in field goal range, obviously. We're not even in the Eagles' territory here. Here we go. In stride at circle. That's Claypool. Claypool made a move and got the first down and plenty more, as he got like 20 yards down to the 32 of the Eagles. First down, Pittsburgh, as Claypool on 3rd and 11 got like 20 yards. First down, Pittsburgh, as he made a move, they did the first down. And now I went at Claypool's got it. Chase Claypool with a touchdown reception, and it's 13-0 Pittsburgh with 5:37 or 3:37 to go in the second quarter, as we're up by 2 touchdowns. As I saw, Claypool was open, and he was square on the left side. He was doing like a streak route, and he was wide open. I don't know about wide open, but he was open, doing a streak up the left side. He was square going up the left side doing a streak. I saw that, threw it to him, and the defender almost came over and broke it up for the Eagles, but he couldn't break it up, and Claypool made the catch. And it's now 14-0 Steelers. Eagles go down and did a touchdown of their own, and now they're down 14-7. 1:43 to go in the first half, 14-7 Steelers, and remember, we bought for halftime. And even a field goal here will make it a 2-score game. For the 25, 1:43 to go in the half, we're up by 7. And we bought for halftime. Here we go, here's a slant. That ball could have been picked off, and we just got a break of the century, as it hit the hands of the Eagles defender, and then it fell into the hands of Johnson. We got 10 yards first down. That hit the hands of the Eagles defender, pumped up in the air, and then it was caught by Johnson. We got a break there. First down. Here's a throw. That ball is caught. Firemouth, one of our tight ends. Let's go with Levels. Under 1 minute to play in the half. We have all 3 timeouts, along with the Eagles. Haven't called a timeout yet. We have this defense on the ropes. I broke a tackle, or broke out of the sack, but then another Eagles player came in and finished the sack. I'm going to call our first timeout. In that aerial shot of the stadium, you did in the background, in the distance, you did see that where the Philadelphia Phillies play at the Major League Baseball. You did see the Philadelphia Phillies stadium of Major League Baseball. You did see it when they showed that aerial shot just now. It was over, like it was over there. Here we go. 48 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 21. I'm chucking it deep. That ball is caught. Unbelievable! Down to the Eagles 25, 41 seconds to go, and we call our center timeout. There, you can see it's right there. There's the Philly Stadium right there. That's Philadelphia Phillies Stadium that's the Philadelphia Phillies Stadium of the that's the Philadelphia Phillies Stadium of Major League Baseball. Here we go. Here we go. Here's a throw to the end zone, and the ball is caught. Claypool again, and it's now 20-7. Steelers, 2 touchdowns for Claypool in the first half, and we're backed up by 2 touchdowns, and we did the ball after halftime. Now I have 149 reps here in this game, and it's only the first half. And we did the ball at second half, up 21-7. My goal for this drive is 4+ pass attempts, up by 14 as we did the ball to start second half. From the 25 as we're up by 2 touchdowns. Here we go. Here's a throw. And it was like a zigzag route. I have 258 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. That's Johnson. I've been throwing mostly to Johnson and Claypool. I've thrown the Fiermuth or whatever his name is a couple times, along with Sternberger. Here we go. Here we go over the middle. Broken up. Send it down. I've only thrown 4 incomplete passes. Still with strong power. So run by Harris. Here there's Harris. It's an outside run. And he got to our 49-yard line. 3rd down and 4. Let's go with corners here. Try to hit the first down. We got it to their 47. The Eagles 47 for a first. Here we go on 3rd down. Over the middle. The ball is caught. That's Johnson, I believe. And he's down to the Eagles 29-yard line. As he got like 30 yards. That is Johnson. First down. He has 4 receptions, 74 yards. Johnson does. And remember, Claypool has 2 touchdowns. And then our fullback has the other touchdown. Here's Harris. And he's down to the 22. Dana 7. Send it down in 3. And so it's PA Steelers shot. As we're 2 minutes into the second half. As we're 2 minutes into the second half. Even a field goal made it a 3-score game here. There's no turnovers here. Open is square, that ball's caught, and he's down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh. That is number 12. That is, I believe, is Cole Beasley, who in real life just retired like last week. But in this game he's still playing, and I don't know how he got on the Steelers, but he's on the Steelers. 1st and goal now from the 4. This is Harris up the gut, and he is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh, and we're up by 20 points, now 27-7 Pittsburgh, as we're up by 3 touchdowns here halfway through the 3rd quarter. And now I have 189 reps. This might be a season high for me for reps. Knock on wood. I should get past 200 reps unless I suck for the rest of the game. 28-7, 2:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. We're at our own 33-yard line. Drive goals a day in 20+ yards. Hopefully it'll be more than 20 yards, and hopefully it'll be a touchdown, or at least a field goal, or at least no turnovers. As we're up by 3 scores, 3 touchdowns, 28-7. Here we go. Still throwing it here. Here's a throw. Tight window. Vinny J will fit it in, though. I have 315 passing yards. That put me over 300 yards. First down. Up to our own 49-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We're up 28-7. Here's Harris. Harris in the Eagles territory. And he got about 10. He got about 9, rather, to their 42-yard line. Let's go with the inside zone. Under 130, or with 130 to go in the 3rd. Here we go. Here's Harris. First down and more. Down to the 33-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh. He has 53 yards and 1 touchdown, Harris does. I have 2 passing touchdowns, and then our fullback has the other touchdown. I'm just making sure here it's on Pro, because for some reason I have a feeling it's not on Pro. It is on Pro. I don't know if you guys can see it, and I can't change it, but the skill level is Pro and the game style is Simulation. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it with the light in, but it's on Pro and Simulation. And I just made sure it was on Pro, because for some, who knows, I might go to Rookie for some reason. Here we go. Touchdown here could be the dagger, because remember, there's only 1 quarter left. I might have square. He just burned his man. That ball is caught. That is Johnson again, first and goal from the 4. As he just burned his man at the line of scrimmage. Let's go with power 0. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter, and a touchdown will probably put the game away here. Harris up the gut. Harris got pushed back. And he actually lost the yard, sending down a goal. Let's go with double slants. I don't have to snap this ball, but I might anyways. 3 seconds. I know, snap it. Over the middle. That ball is caught. It was a tight window, but it was caught for a Steelers touchdown. And with no time left in the third quarter, and it's now 34-7 Steelers. This is the biggest lead the Steelers have had like all season. Because all of their games except for one, they won every single game. 6 of them by 1 score, and then one by 2 scores. This is the most. It's not the most points they scored all season. The most points they scored all season was 42 against the Jets. But this is the biggest lead of the season for the Steelers. They're up by 28, 35-7. It's now 35-14 as we're up by 21 now. We're still up by 3 touchdowns. Only 4 minutes to go, and we're up 35-14. And we have the ball at our own, or we have the ball at their 46-yard line. The reason we have the ball at their 46-yard line is probably because they went for an onside kick recovery, and we recovered it. That's probably why we're already in Eagles territory. And that's 4 yards, send it down and 6 for Harris. Tempo will be 2 clock, which will bring the clock down. Will bring the play clock down to 10 seconds. 3:20 to go on the game clock. Send it down and 6. Here's Harris again. Just protect the ball. First down. 34-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh. As we're going to move to 8-0, and the Eagles will fall to 1-6, as the Steelers will have an 8-0 record at their bye week. Here's Harris. Harris, 3 yards. Send it down and 6. I mean, I've said out of our 8 wins now, 6 of them were by 1 score. 1 was by 2 scores, and then 1 was by, well, right now it's 3 scores. Here we go. There's Harris. And it's another first down. 2-minute warning. 35-14 Steelers here in Philly. This will be the biggest win for the Steelers all season long, as we will move to 8-0, and the Eagles will fall to 1-6, as the Steelers will have an 8-0 record at their bye week. 1:59 to go from the 23. It's another run by Harris. I've just been running it all over the Eagles, or he has, and he falls down at the 18. Eagles won't even call their timeouts. No point, because they're down by 3 touchdowns. Here we go. Send in at 5. Here's Harris again. Harris, first down. Down to the 9. First and goal, Pittsburgh. And at this point, I'm probably just going to knee it now. Or I might stat pad. I'm trying to see if, or stat pad for Harris at least, because he's been running all over this Eagles defense. 40 seconds to go. Here's Harris again. Harris is down to the 2. Setting down and goal with half a minute to play. Half a minute to go. And there's 8 seconds. If this is real life, I would be kneeing it. But it's a video game, so I know. See if Harris can get in. Harris cannot get in. Harris cannot get in. Time runs out. But the Steelers still win it 35-14. And I could have called a timeout with 1 second left, but I wasn't going to do that. Even though it's a video game, and I'm not playing, even though it's a video game and I'm playing the CPU, I wasn't going to call a timeout with 1 second left to see if Harris could get in. If Harris got in on that last play, so be it. But if he didn't, if he got in on that last play, so be it. But if he didn't, I wasn't going to call a timeout. We were still going to win the game. We won the game 35-14. This is the biggest win we've had all season, as the Steelers move to 8-0, and they will have their bye week next week. Yeah, we will enjoy this one through the bye week, as we're 8-0 at our bye week, and we will play. I forgot who we're playing in week 10, but either way, we're 8-0 at our bye week, as the Steelers move to 8-0, and the Eagles fall to 1-6, as the Steelers beat the Eagles here in Philly 35-14. What a game! Steelers win at 35-14. So yeah, I had 349 yards. This is probably the best game I've had stats-wise, and my best completion percentage all across the board. 158.3 QB rating. Is that perfect? I'm not sure. Mayfield, 99.3 QB rating, 18 for 29 for Mayfield, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns and no interceptions, but his team still lost by 3 touchdowns. 158 QB rating for Vinny J, 18 for 22, 349, 81% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Is a 158.3 QB rating a perfect QB rating? I'm not sure, actually. I'm going to look it up. 158.3 might be perfect. When is a perfect QB rating?
According to Wikipedia, in the National Football League, the highest official passer rating that a quarterback can achieve is 158.3, which is called a perfect passer rating.
So I did have a perfect passer rating at 158.3, and I believe that's the first time ever Vinny J's had a perfect passer rating. And this is best games stats-wise all season. And for the Steelers, our biggest win of the season is we've won every game prior to this one, except for one by 1 score. And then the one game we won by 2 scores, we won by 12. This game we won by 21. So this is the biggest win we've had all season. Steelers are 8-0 at their bye week. And next episode of the series, like I said, will be the Steelers Week 14 game against the Baltimore Ravens at home in Pittsburgh, and that will be the next episode of the series in this game. But I'm not sure when the next episode of the series will be in real life. I'm not sure when I'm going to post the next episode of the series in real life. But the next episode of the series in this game will be the Steelers Week 14 game against but I'm not sure when this episode of the series will be in this. I'm not sure when this episode of the series will be in real life. But in this game, the next episode of the series will be the Steelers. But I'm not sure when this episode of the series will be in real life. But the next episode of the series in this game will be the Steelers Week 14 game against the Baltimore Ravens at home in Pittsburgh. And then the next episode after that will be the Steelers Week 18 game, which is the last game of the regular season against the Cleveland Browns at home in Pittsburgh. And both of those games are Sunday early games. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys, time for the closing the board. If this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 5 of this Vinny J Madden 23 Face of the Franchise series. See you in episode number 5. And eat a lot of bacon and go Steelers.